Hi guys, we are Dem Content Team and in this first tutorial we will open 3ds Max for the first time. We are working in 3ds Max 2020 and if it's your first time opening 3ds Max, then this welcome window will show up. I recommend unticking this message, show this welcome screen at startup, because it won't be of use from now on. I will just close it and now press Alt W to make all the viewports show up. First, I will present to you what everything that you see on the screen means, and in the following tutorials we will learn how to create, handle and manipulate different objects. So you have the top bar with the usual buttons that you find in every software. At the File button you can find the New, Open, Save, Save As, Import, Export and also Project folder, which I will present to you a bit later. This one is so good for having an organized workflow. Then we have the main toolbar. We will learn how to use every button that's here. Of course, if you hover your pointer on each of them, you will discover that it's written what the buttons do. This is the ribbon or graphite tool, which is not useful to us right now because it's for more complex shapes that we will learn how to manage later on. So we just close it from this button right here. Then there's the new Scene Explorer, which we will not use at all. So to close it, we just drag it out a bit from this bar right here and then we just press X. We can move and reorganize almost every toolbar with this dragging move, but I will just leave it like this. This part and this part are for the animation tools, but we won't use them in this course. The biggest part of our screen is covered by the viewports, top, front, left, perspective. On the right we have the command panel, which we will use a lot on our whole course. You can see that here there are some coordinates that are constantly moving. Usually they stand for where an object is placed on this XYZ axis, but because we have no object selected, it just shows the coordinates of our mouse pointer. And lastly, the navigation menu with some very useful buttons. I guarantee you that we will teach you how to move fast in 3ds Max with keyboard shortcuts, but it's also good to know what these buttons here do. Now we will talk about that project folder. It's very useful because when we're working in 3D rendering, we won't only work with .max files. We will also integrate textures, vegetation and other assets into our projects that have a different format. This is why it's very important to organize them in the right way so that 3ds Max can find them easy and save you the trouble of searching for them everywhere in your computer. So we go to File, Project, and here it says Automatic Switch. That means that all my projects will be saved in the C partition. This is not recommended because if you ever have to reformat or factory reset your computer, most probably everything from C will be lost. This is why we will create a new project folder. We click on Create Default and search for the D partition, then create a new folder called 3ds Max class, for example. Now if we look again in the source of the project, it will show the one chosen by us. If we go check in our files, we have it here, of course. This is where the software creates subfolders for everything that we need to store for a render project. One important folder is AutoBack. Because 3ds Max is a pretty heavy software, your projects might crash, especially if you're a beginner. This is why Auto Backup is really useful. We go check if it's activated by going to Customize, Preferences, Files. We see that it's enabled and it works like this. It makes 3 backups at every 5 minutes. I personally think that this interval is pretty legit, so I will leave it like this. When we want to save a scene, we just go to File, Save for the first time, or Save As. This will take us to the Scenes subfolder because it knows that this is where we should save our projects. Tip from us: try not to override your project. What I mean by this is that it's better if you save them every time as Project 01, Project 02, and so on. Working in 3ds Max includes making a lot of changes to your projects, so it's important to have all the significant stages of your project in case you need to come back to a previous version of it. I'm gonna save this project as an example for you. I will name this one Project. So now it's saved. Let's say I make a change to it, so now I need to save it again. Instead of me writing project 01, 02, 03 every time I save it, I just click on this plus button and it will automatically add a new number for the new stage of my project. So this was the introductive part for the ones out there who never opened 3ds Max before. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you and that you will stick with us for the whole course to help you master 3ds Max and achieve the best designs and renders. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If we helped you learn something new today, please be sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video and comment on it. Also, check us out on Instagram and Facebook for the latest updates on what we're gonna do next.